I want to play some of these. I usually say lowlights. These actually were highlights. I actually loved them. I loved to see President Trump in his greatest form, which is, of course, going back and forth with these mainstream media members or any member of the left who wants to challenge him and challenge his policies, what he has done, and of course, set straight the fake news. And so I want to play first this clash. This was a big part of the conversation, was, of course, the MS-13 gang member, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, because the left really thinks if they just make this guy a Maryland father, it's so sad. This Maryland father was deported to his home country, El Salvador. This poor gang member father. What are we going to do about that? And I want to play some of this clash between this blowhard, what's his name, Terry Moran. We'll get into that in a moment. But this clash centered around this stupid gang member that they just continue to think that this is going to be a win for them if they keep talking about it more. Watch.
He wasn't a member of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute.
Well, wait a minute. He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattooed.
He had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshopped.
That was Photoshopped. Terry, you can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. But I picked you, Terry. But you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture.
And you think it was Photoshop? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine, sir.
Terry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No. He had MS, as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe the news, because
when
it's
he was
fake
photographed
news.
in El Salvador, they aren't there. But let's just go on. They aren't there when he's in El Salvador.
They weren't there, but they're there now, right?
No,
but they're there
in
now.
your picture.
Terry.
Ukraine, sir.
He's got MS-13 on his knuckles.
It's like, no, we're not moving on.
Okay.
We'll take a look.
We'll take a look.
It's a disservice.
We'll take a look at that, sir.
Why don't you just say, yes, he does, and, go on to something else.
It's contested.
It's contested whether or not he has MS-13 on his knuckles. That is contested. I'm told that that's a Photoshop. We'll look into that. I think the time to look into that, sir, was before you had a sit down with the President of the United States accusing him of making something up. Probably. Terry, your big break. This is what you prove yourself to be, a total freaking clown. Let's look at this close-up of the MS-13, of course, tattoo on this guy's finger. So obviously they're showing you the M, the S, the 1, the 3. It's the marijuana symbol, the smiley face, the cross for number 1, and then this is all proven. And he's like, well, actually, it doesn't actually say M and S and 1 and 3. It doesn't say that. Well, here's the thing. That's what they fucking mean. And if you look at the tattoos when he just was with Senator Chris Van What's-his-face, he just met with this guy, and you can see whenever there's a photo floating around that he's sitting at the table, and it's those same tattoos. They're right there. They're faded because he's been with the gang for a long time. Okay, the tattoos are already fading, but they're still there. And by the way, if there was nothing wrong with those dumb fucking tattoos, why then did his wife cover the tattoos up with heart emojis when she showed their pictures on social media? Explain to me the curious placement of those dumb heart emojis. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be putting heart emojis on a picture with some guy who beat the shit out of me. I wouldn't be doing that. But she wants to flaunt their love. He only beats you because he loves you. She wants to flaunt their love on social media, and she manages to put the heart emojis to cover the knuckles. Isn't that curious, Stephen?
Why curious?
I mean, okay, so you are, this is like art to you, like pictures and videos and all of that. It's really strange because it's not in the middle of the picture. It's not where a normal person would put them. It's deliberately covering, there it is, it's deliberately covering his knuckles. Isn't that curious.
Yeah, it's quite curious.
Maybe it's because he has a fucking gang tattoo.
I just can't get over it. He just said it's photoshopped. It's not there in the other picture.
It's photoshopped, sir. That's contested. It's photoshopped. That's not really there. I mean, it is.
It's his right hand, so it's not in that picture, but I wish I need to go back and look.
No, there's a picture of him from
the meeting. Do you remember when it happened? I'll go look for it.
No, I thought that, go look for it. I thought that I assumed that we would have had it, but it's literally, he's like holding a menu or whatever. He's meeting in El Salvador with Chris Van What's-His-Face. And it's right there. And they're like, well, who among us hasn't had tattoos on your knuckles that spell out MS-13 with the actual symbols that spell it out? I mean, it's just a common combination of the marijuana and the smiley face and the other things that mean 13. That's just a really common combination that people use. You prove that it's MS-13. You prove it. I mean, they are just going all in on freaking nuts, crazy. And so when you look at just talking about the issue of illegal immigration, because that really did, aside from the MS-13 conversation, that really was the focus, the left. Again, President Trump was elected in November in a mandate, mostly because people were so tired of 20 million illegal aliens coming across the border. How the hell do we fix that? That is not sustainable. We need someone who is going to get these people the hell out of our country. And so they started talking about border crossings, illegal alien crossings. And they still, they have to double down on stupid. And this ABC reporter did just that in this exchange. Watch.
Illegal crossings at the southern border have plummeted, a staggering decline. But there are questions about your methods. And so I want to ask
about my message?
Methods. About your methods. How you're accomplishing
They seem to
this.
work.
Are there questions?
Do you acknowledge that under our law, every single person who gets deported gets a hearing first to make their case?
Well, are we talking about people that are citizens of our country or not?
No, you're not deporting citizens at this point.
Well, let me ask you, did they get hearings when Biden allowed 21 million, because I think the number is 20 million people to flow into our country? You had 21 million people that came into our country through a stupid open border, and they were prisoners, and they were people that you don't want in many cases in our country, right? They came from all over the world. They came from the Congo. They came from South. They came from all over the world. We're talking about some of the roughest countries in the world they had here, including terrorists, by the way. Now, did we give them a hearing when they came in?
But the law, but where's their due process? But he said, well, there has been a staggering decline in border crossings, but some people are questioning your methods. Like, who's questioning his methods? Nobody except the radical left is questioning his methods. Everybody is happy about the fact that we have 99.1% reduction in border crossings. Like, there's absolutely no sane person who is questioning these methods. These people did not care about due process when they made their way in. They do not get due process on their way out. They are not American citizens. And you'll notice the absolute, just disgusting antics on display when he said, well, you're not deporting American citizens at this point. These people are absolutely insane. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.